What's going on, you guys? So check it right. We're finally in the third quarter of the year and quite a few projects have dropped so far. Now, usually we'd focus on the mainstream artists, but I thought it'd be cool to focus on the guys who have dropped projects but aren't getting that much exposure now. First on the list, we have J Hood, and Jay has been in the game for quite some time, so I'm sure most of you know about him. But the thing is, this nigga's talent is criminally underrated, and I feel it's only right that we shed some light on his work. So he dropped his project titled Dreams on the 15th of April, which I think is his birthday. And the project consists of 11 tracks, where Jay focuses on displaying his lyrical ability at the forefront. But despite that, he's still able to navigate through different sounds and create different vibes throughout the project. Now, the thing about J Hood is that he's one of those rappers that gets really introspective in his music, and that's in terms of what he's been going through and what he's currently going through. I mean, just listening to some of these records, it genuinely feels like you're listening to notes that could have been written in a diary. For example, right, on a record like Amen, we can hear Jay talking about the feelings of struggle, loss, and resilience. I mean, he opens up about growing pains such as losing loved ones and becoming distant from his father while seeking guidance from God and trying to build a better future. Despite facing hate and emotional battles, he remains determined, using his pain as fuel. He also describes the contrast between public praise and personal hardship, including sleepless nights, fear, and vulnerability. His mother's tireless efforts and sacrifices serve as inspiration, motivating him to push forward from humble beginnings towards success, where ultimately the song is a heartfelt testimony of perseverance through adversity. Now on Dreams, we can also hear him talking about deep emotional struggle and internal conflict, where he reveals the difficulty of facing his own pain, questioning his identity, and connecting spiritually. I mean, he describes using a smile to hide his suffering while grappling with the past trauma, near-death experiences, and the weight of survival. Despite trying to move forward, he feels stuck between accepting reality and living in denial. The pain is undeniable and visible, especially to his mother who sees through the facade. I mean, the overall tone of the track is raw, vulnerable, and reflective. Now, there's more to J Hood than just the deep shit he talks about. He still knows how to have fun on records like Working, as well as Lionel Richie. But with records like Never Too Late, he taps into his heartbreak bag where he gets a bit vulnerable, but despite that, he still manages to make a complete 180, reaching into his Loverboy bag with records like Same Way, and finally, with records like Mental Notes, Rap Reverends, and May. This nigga really put pen to paper, almost like he went into the booth with the intention of smoking anyone who plans on being on the same record with him. So definitely an album that covers all the bases in my opinion. I mean, you have records for different vibes like I previously mentioned, so if you haven't checked out Dreams by J Hood already, make sure to do so. Now moving on to the next artist, we have Leonidis, or better yet, Leo. Now, I'm not sure if some of you have heard of him, but he recently dropped an EP titled Yellow on the 27th of June. Now, the thing about Leo is that he prides himself on being a musician, and that's because not only does he rap, but he also produces all of his work, which is really impressive. Now, when listening to the music, I definitely got the impression that Leo took some inspiration from the 80s or 90s R&B era in terms of how some of the records sounded sonically. I mean, for the most part, the EP does have that mellow, lo-fi feel to it, and Leo definitely makes sure to complement his production. Now, the reason I bring that up is because it doesn't matter what beat Leo cooks up, the versatility in his delivery is always well suited to the production. And I appreciate that because it's rare that you find an artist who is able to consistently match the pace and tone of every record they jump on. Now, when we jump to the subject matter, wow, Leo definitely shows appreciation for his partner on most of the records like Interlude of the Year, What You Want From Me, as well as Show Off. I mean, it's clear to me that the nigga is enjoying his relationship, and hey man, I don't blame him. I mean, currently it's cold in these streets, and the best thing you can do for yourself is find you one that is real and genuine, because let's be honest, you can't finish them all. Now, on his record Sway, Leo had a real nigga moment in my opinion, And that's when he passed on the opportunity from engaging in infidelity with his ex-partner. I mean, throughout the EP, we can hear him speaking on his love for his current partner, so him rejecting the opportunity to cheat is some real shit, and it only reinforces his appreciation for his girl. Plus, let's be honest, black men don't cheat. We're too loyal, so I stand in solidarity with my nigga Leo. But anyways, my favorite record on the EP happens to be Andre's song, which features Andre the Saint. Now, the thing about this record is that it's not like the others in terms of how Leo approached it. I mean, this is more of a traditional rap song where I felt like Leo got a bit more lyrical. Now, he reflects on his journey and growth in music, emphasizing authenticity, skill, and purpose. He acknowledges the influence of others while asserting his own impact, describing how divine timing led to meaningful connections, like the one he has with Andre on this very same record. But he also critiques artists who claim success without growth, contrasting that with his own path of breaking ceilings and pushing traditions forward. I mean, he was confident and self-assured, where he positions himself as a leader in the game with the talent and stats to back it up. So, in conclusion, it really is a solid EP in my opinion, and one that I've had on rotation since it dropped. So, if you haven't checked it out already, I'm encouraging you guys to do so. Now, the last artist we'll be talking about is Trophy, and this nigga is from PTA, so you know he's definitely coming through with their lingo when he raps. I mean, I know I might be making a bold statement when I say this, but no one in PTA is blending vernac with English better than Trophy right now. Your guys like Pounds, Kilo, and Tato may rap better than Trophy in Spitori, which is still debatable in my opinion. But what I'm essentially talking about is Trophy's approach when it comes to the marriage between the two languages. And honestly speaking, I'm not hearing anyone better than him. But anyways, he dropped an EP titled Crossroads on the 28th of Feb. And the nigga is just too nice with it. I mean, his delivery, the subject matter, and his beat selection is damn near perfect. Now, obviously, this is just my opinion, so I encourage you guys to tap in so you can formulate your own, but definitely one of the better projects I've heard this year so far. Now, the thing about Trophy is that he's also one of those rappers that gets really introspective as well. I mean, on his track Blind Spots, we can hear Trophy reflect on his personal journey of overcoming pain, depression, and opposition while holding on to ambition and a sense of identity. I mean, the tone of the record is raw and defiant, blending introspection with a call to persevere. Now, on his record Safe House, we hear him reflecting on themes such as emotional pain, resilience, and pride. And he expresses a sense of untouchable confidence, referencing past struggles with poverty, broken trust, and being judged when down. I mean, despite these hardships, there's a strong message of rising success, with mentions of money coming in, high-end cars, and his skill as an MC being highly valued. I mean, the song captures both the hustle and the glow, which I'm sure most of us want to achieve. Now, on Till Slip Interlude, Trophy speaks on his rise from the township, staying true to himself while warning others to not test him. He speaks on being exploited, knowing his worth, and appreciating those who keep him grounded and safe. I mean, the track ends on a grateful and spiritual note, honoring past struggles and showing growth. Now, on his track We Were, Trophy reflects on his past relationship, which came with its own struggles, mainly because of his own insecurities. But despite that, he's still willing to push those feelings aside in order to make things work, because of him reminiscing on how good things were in the past and him wanting to replicate that feeling or sensation once again. I mean, this record truly displayed his versatility in terms of his vocal capabilities, as well as his vulnerability when it comes to his subject matter. But overall, a really solid EP in my opinion. And the thing is, since discovering this guy, I haven't heard him miss at all. I mean, he's low-key got a banger right now with Tata na Matata. He was also recently featured on Young Tyrant's record Pressure, where he delivered a really good verse, and it looks like he managed to bury the hatchet with Berry Jive since they dropped the record together with Fede. So he's on a decent run at the moment, and I'm excited to hear more from him. But with that said, you guys let me know your thoughts on this. Also, let me know if you'd like more videos like these, or am I just wasting my time? Comment down below. Anyways, guys, thanks for tuning in, and I hope you enjoyed. Please make sure to hit that like button if you found the content dope, and hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. It's on to the next one. Peace.